Okay, phenomenal. Paper Wizard, thank you for being here ahead of even my schedule. It's good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I need to grab a ton of stuff. I have to grab the order for today. I have to pop out the YouTube stream. Why did Stream Elements not update my okay. All right, I can see very clearly on my tab that I changed the title to be the commander thing, but whatever. What's up, Terrence? How you doing? Hello, Lemon. How are we all doing today? Alec Man, welcome to the stream. Thank you for redeeming your custom card already. Mix6, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? All right, we have the YouTube stream live. Hello, Windwalker. Hello, Pokemon. Johnny OST, what news do I got? I have a fresh haircut. That's big news for me. I did not realize how much I was hating myself because of how dumb I thought my hair looked. And you may think, why would you even be worried about that, Maltown? You have so little. That's exactly why I'm worried about it, all right? Every little bit of dumb my hair looks, that's a tremendous amount of stupidity per capita. On a per follicle basis, when my hair looks bad, devastating. For you goobers with your hairlines down here, your full fields up here, your hair can look dumb all you want because on average, every piece of hair only looks a little bit stupid. When my hair looks bad, every follicle is a load-bearing anchor around my neck. Show me bugs, sup fuckos, my legs are killing me because I cleaned for 3 hours last night. That fucking blows, man. I just got a notification saying my Mox build has been mentioned. Yeah, that's called clickbait. Welcome to the show, baby. Welcome to the show. Today's free roast day. Motherfuckers can't read. I swear to God. I swear to God. I love you guys. None of you can read. So every day is free roast day. Let's get that clear now. Sorry, not every day. Every roast day is free roast day now. That's just a rule. We are raffling a free roast every roast stream now. We're just doing that because our scheduling's better. There is a free bullet roast day where everybody will be allowed to get a free roast, free of charge, no raffle, no nothing. You just enter a queue, free 99. That is Saturday the 21st. On Saturday the 21st, we are doing a bullet roast, which is you all are going to enter your information into a Google form. You're going to send it to me. I'm going to review them chronologically. The coolest deck is going to win $200. Second place, you get fucking nothing. Third place, you get fucking nothing. But first place, coolest deck of that day, it's $200 cash. The way we're going to decide that is I'm going to review your decks, and the moment I see anything I don't like, anything at all, I'm going to play a Vine Boom. We're going to ban you. We're going to move on to the next deck. If we get multiple decks where I get through the entire thing and I like everything you're doing, then we will move to chat-based judgment. Maul, that's unfair. All my decks have green. I'm not going to tell you the specific quantities that I'm looking for, but I will clear with you ahead of time, green decks can qualify. It is possible. Those of you who are day ones and understand my actual tastes will know that I have enjoyed green decks, even Simic decks, on this stream. It is possible. You can have a mono green deck, you can have a green blue deck. It is possible. But I need chutzpah. I need a little riz. I need a little magic. I need a little motion. And if you suck, you get Vine Boomed. And we move on, we throw you out. But you don't lose anything, right? All you had to do was put your deck link onto a Google form. That's nothing. So that's how that's going to work. Saturday, the 21st. That is when that is happening. I am not going to confirm, deny, or even give facial expressions to any of the deck ideas people are posting in chat. I'm not letting you do research ahead of time. I'm not letting you do research ahead of time. Saturday, the 21st, is when that is happening. We are going to do that. Now, I have high hopes for this. I have very high hopes for this. If it does well as a stream and well as a YouTube video, what's going to happen is the prize pool is going to come up. If it does dog shit, we're probably still going to do it every month. I don't need research. We all know you are mega biased against fun. Sounds like somebody who doesn't like fun decks. Sounds like somebody who plays straight fucking stinkers. Sounds like somebody who's at the fucking batting cages just ripping T-balls that they made out of their own shit, Soulstorming. Even if it's free, isn't this still just open to Patreon or Ko-Fi people? No, that's never been the case for anything. We have... Huh? Huh? Tinfoil slacks? There... At no point has any of the free stuff ever been limited to Patreon or Ko-Fi people. At all points, the free... When I say a thing is free, it has been fucking free. No qualification. The best news is that finally YouTube chat will not be discriminated against, because we're not, for the bullet roast, YouTube chat is still being discriminated against for the ones we're giving away on the daily, because that's going to be done through Marbles Roast, which is hooked in to Twitch chat, so you still have to type in Twitch chat for that. But this is just filling out a Google form, which means I can give the link to Twitch and to YouTube, and so Twitch and YouTube chat will be able to participate equally. What's up, Dragon Boy? False, we need to purchase a phone and a computer to participate. Army Hitch, do you not watch me from the library? Please. Oh, Garden, thank you for the Prime sub for the 7th month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. I just got here, someone fill me in. I'm gonna make a YouTube community post about it. You'll see written shit. Just make sure that you, because otherwise I will be repeating myself. I will be repeating myself for the next hour. But all the deets about the Bullet Roast stream were just dropped. So how do I tape a 20 to the roast to bribe you if it's free? Get people to watch. Get people to watch. Straight up. Like I'm not doing this because I'm such a generous soul. I'm doing this because I want to do stuff that people want to participate in and people want to watch. I think there will be very good entertainment value here. So your version of taping $20 to your roast is being like, I'm Ronan's friend. He told me to come watch. That's your 20. Oh shit, this was cool. I guess I'll follow. That's what I want. Pay me an exposure, bro. Keyboard and Mouse, thank you for the Prime sub for the 7th month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home, and I'm glad to see you back. It's been a minute. I hope you've been good. I'll summon my Polycule. But how do I win when I'm terrible at deck building and dislike fun? I can't tell you. I can't tell you. You cannot get paid to bot me. I need real engagement, Storming. That's why I very specifically said, like, I'm Ronan's friend. Like, I don't need a follower number to go up. I don't need a number to show up on the viewer department. And I will thank you to never again even imply that I'm asking people. You can't tell. You super can. You super can. And I will again thank you kindly to not even imply that I would want somebody to do that. Comrade Gorbash, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the dog home. Lulu, I think you can go first, yeah. And Smithsville, thank you for the Prime sub as well. Welcome back to the dog home. Welcome to the dog home for the first time. Yes, thank you, Stormy. I know you're not. That's the thing. And that's why, but like, because Jonathan Twitch mod may or may not be watching my stream at all times, I always have to err on the side of like, not even in Minecraft, not even, you know, in a fake made-up fairy, not even in Terabithia. It's just not happening. Odin5, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate those Jeffrey dollars. Yeah, and then like if it does good, I will keep putting more money up. If it does bad, we may have to put less money up. We'll see. Depends on how bad is bad. But that's the goal. What's your general opinion on bracket 3 combo decks? I think bracket 3 combo decks have it tough. I think bracket 3 is like at bracket 2, almost nobody wants to play against a combo deck. At bracket 4, basically everybody's okay with playing against a combo deck. Bracket 3 is like the hardest place to navigate a combo deck politically because half the people in bracket 3 still think you're a bitch for playing combos, and half the people are like, I'm in bracket 3 because I want to play a combo, just not the very best one. Boss, did you know in the CW show Legends of Tomorrow, they had Gorilla Grodd go back in time to kill Barry? Barack Obama to, I quote from Grodd, make America Grodd again. You know, I know some poor writer threw that out as a joke, and he was mad as fuck that they took it. If that happened. If that happened, I know some poor like LA writer who moved there as like a 21-year-old and was working as a waiter for many years to chase their dreams, threw that plot line out as a like, fuck it, I'm out of ideas, and then some producer was like, yeah. Make America Grodd again, baby. Should bracket 3 straight up ban combos so that they're only bracket 4 or 5? Absolutely not. That's why I said they're difficult to navigate politically, not they don't belong. I think they do belong in bracket 3. I just think that you still get people in bracket 3 who are like I'm that bitch. I'm bracket 3 and I don't want to play against infinites. Am I going to demand that you don't fucking do it? Of course not, because I'm not a child. But like my preference is bracket 3, nobody has an infinite combo. Ad Naus Thoracle isn't infinite. That's true. I mean, Ad Naus, you probably kill yourself before you Thoracle. Can you combo without infinites, or is that fake anime? I mean, you definitely can. Then we're just talking about the line of like how many, how many cards do you need? How much mana do you need? Like what I'm really is, let's go to scene 2. Get my stream deck out of here. Like I want to play bracket 3, but I don't want to see you tutor for this 2-card infinite. That's what I mean. If you are like, oh, I have cards that work together, and if I get 3 to 4 of the right cards, they will create an interaction that wins me the game. Not pressed at all. That happens. I just mean I don't want bracket 3 to be like, here's my 2-card infinite and a deck that is just 18 ways to try to draw it. That's what I mean. Same goes for like, I generally would prefer, I'm not going to argue that you don't belong in bracket 3, but I would prefer that I was not hit with like Blood Artist, Gravecrawler, Phyrexian Altar. That's just not the type of deck that I want to play against. Innistrad, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home, my friend. I appreciate those Jeffrey dollars. Rhodes, I did at 10 a.m. this morning because I was a very grumpy baby on stream yesterday, and Z and I talked about it, and I thought about it, and it was certainly not the entirety of my displeasure, but it was definitely like a little bit of it was because I hate myself when my hair looks bad. That Yigra deck you reviewed for me is fine at bracket 3. Funnily enough, that Yigra deck I reviewed for you is perfectly fine at bracket 3, and I personally would not want to play against it. Which is proof I can review and help you with things that I don't personally want to play against, but it is a totally fine bracket 3 deck, yes. Completely appropriate. If anybody tells you it's too good for bracket 3, they are a butthurt liar. Storming, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Can you talk about non-infinite combo decks like Sasaya for bracket 3? I think that's tough to talk about because the moment we get into non-deterministic stuff, the line is really like how much time do you take and how annoying are you being, right? Also, welcome to the dog pile. But this is like, we do a bunch of lands in hand. We make everything Gaia's Cradle. We float a million green. If it is like non-infinite, if it's non-infinite and it terminates in I'm going to Finale of Devastation, I presume you get 4 creatures, you Finale of Devastation, and oh sure, Cloud Post doesn't matter. It effectively you have a forest that makes too much goddamn mana, right? That's the point. So you get 4 creatures, you make a million goddamn mana, you cast Finale of Devastation for like a million, and you swing 1 infinitely big creature with trample at, not infinitely, of course, but like you swing Gorilla Grodd at everybody with trample. I don't love the play patterns in that. I don't think it's inappropriate. What I don't like about that is it feels a lot like it feels a lot like I can't let you do anything, because whatever you do in the early turns are going to be, I mean, it was storming. What the line is doesn't actually matter, right? All that matters is I spend a number of turns accumulating lands in my hand. I show you those lands. I float 1 more billion mana, and I win with the 1 more billion mana. The thing that I dislike about that play pattern, regardless of the outlet, is the stuff you're doing in the early game is like so wildly non-threatening that whether you intend to or not, you kind of little bean. Like, I don't like decks where the only answer is beat me to death before I do the thing. Like, beat me to death or counterspell everything I do. I don't enjoy decks where those are the relevant interaction points. So if the line is so different, from that it changes what the relevant interaction points are, I feel differently. I still think power level wise it's fine for bracket 3. This is just a point of personal preference, but it's like because everything below bracket 4 commander, we're doing improv. If you're trying to have a good time, if you're trying to engage with the social aspect of commander, below bracket 4, and even a little bit in bracket 4, we're doing improv comedy. And if you have a deck like this, that is, I'm going to do nothing until I do everything, all you are is like, what's your improv character? And you go, tick, 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 tick. And they go, oh, well, I'm Howard Wolfowitz. I work for Gregory Alinovich, and I hate my life, but I love toasters. What about you? Well, I'm Barry. When I was a teenager, I was jerked off by a dark side version of myself who hates me and has access to the Speed Force. What about you? And they go back to the first guy and they go tick, 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 tick. And then eventually that third guy explodes. And the problem with that is some people can pull it off. Some people are funny enough and affable enough that they can pull off just being the bomb. So many people can't, and it will just drag down the entire vibe. But if you can pull off being the bomb, like, go for it. But it needs a very specific personality to pull it off. Violet Pramarion, thank you for the $2 super chat. Thoughts on Davros Dalek dipshit is in Commander? Yeah, I mean, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Okay, I'm gonna keep it stacked with you. He's pretty not good. I haven't roasted this guy yet. I presume I will try to discover something evil he can do. Um, but like, this is probably some really lame shit. This is probably some really lame shit. Also, Davy Jones, bro, thank you for the 25 streams in a row. Why is my rum gone? Thank you for the 30. And Creamy Casanova, thank you for the 15. Welcome to the dog park, everybody. We're gonna hit the manual ad break, and then Lulu, you wanted to go first, correct? The other people we are looking for today. Oh shit, is Bar of Wonderbar still banned? Fuck. Okay. When they get in here, everybody pretend they weren't banned, and you can see whatever chats they sent, okay? We're brothers right now. We're brothers right now. When they get in here, you'd be like, what do you mean you weren't ever banned? Okay, cool. I'm gonna go lie to them in Discord. All right. Thank you, Ronan. Okay. I clicked now teach me more. Dalek is a bad commander. You've been taught. So the 4 people we're looking for today. We're looking for Lulu, who we have. We're looking for Cobalt the Kobold. We are looking for Tyr the Prophet. And we are looking for Splenda / Tarnek. If you are any of those other 3 people, please, Cobalt the Kobold is also here. Beautiful. Tyr the Prophet is also here. Beautiful. The last person we're looking for is Splenda Tarnek, who I'm gonna get everybody ready. They might not be here because they bought for today and then put on the Google form that they bought for Sunday. So they may have hallucinated the day that they actually bought for. We're gonna go to the manual ad break, and then we're gonna kick straight into it with Lulu's deck. When do the marbles start? My shift is in 2 hours. So here's how the marbles are gonna work. We're gonna do Wheel of Names. We're gonna do right now. We're gonna do not right now. So that would be, there's one in between the first, one in between the second, or one after the first, one after the second, one after the third. This is how it's going to work. We're going to have 3 entries for not right now, and then 1 entry for right now. After each roast, we're going to spin one. If we hit right now, we're doing the marble roast. If we don't hit it by the end of the stream, we're doing it at the end. Tremendous. And then, okay, so we may not have Splenda today. And then at the end of the roast today, I am couldn't you just flip a coin twice for that? This is why you're not an entertainer, Spanish man love. The holy wheel of names must be respected at all times. What am I gonna do? Get a fucking coin cam? What am I? What am I, a street card magician? Please. Be gone from me. This is cool and engaging. Star sticker. Exactly. It's a raffle. It's a raffle within a raffle within another raffle. You could do a marble race to see if we do the marble roast. Perfect. Perfect. See, that's the type of big thinkies I need. Yo, Maldhound, thoughts on my Gristlebrand Rule 0 commander? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Gristlebrand Rule 0. Yeah, I'll turn the background music on. Yeah, I'm a raffle playing a raffle disguised as another raffle. Can someone explain to me what the marble roast is? Yes, Last Life 2. So, whenever we hit right now on this, we will open a game called Marbles on Stream. You will see it. It will be very obvious when it's happening. Once it happens, I will tell you, hit !play or type !play into Twitch chat. When you type it, I will enter you with a marble. After that, it's basically a random number generator, but it looks really cute. We're gonna watch all the marbles race. You are not able to control your marble. Don't worry about it. I will be live commentating who's in first. Whoever wins the marble race gets to send a deck in, and we roast it right then. Yo, thoughts on my Gristleback commander? I don't know why he's banned. He seems quite bad. This has to be an uncard. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Roast my deck. Rochero, you may have that opportunity later today. Why did I get an email saying my Mox field has been mentioned? I was scrolling through all the bad Abzan decks, Fluffy Bottoms. Would you consider making simple improv prompts as point redeem? Something like 3-line characters. Give 3 things, adjective, noun might say. Maybe. Oh, right, Eligman. Yes, the customs for tomorrow. We'll put that up, and then it's Lulu's time. All right, for anybody who is participating in the custom card stream with MTG Nerd Girl tomorrow, do you want glow-ups like we do with veggies? Or do you want just reviews like we've done for other people? Why did I get an email telling me my deck has been mentioned and liked and shared and kissed? All right. You should raffle a user in your Discord to be on call with you and stream them spinning the wheel. That would be great, except I am never letting any of you on a microphone. Not a single one of you. Here's why. I had a formative experience. Letting you motherfuckers on the microphone because we did that for the we did that for some of the tournaments that we did in the Discord. And I will never forget the fear in my heart when we let the winner of the Popper tournament get on the microphone, and I was immediately like, they're 13. The terror that gripped me. And thankfully, Jam was an upstanding young man and did not do anything untoward. But the icy cold water that grabbed my heart when they got on that microphone, and my brain was like, that is a child. I saw my career, I saw everything I have built crumble before me like dust. Never again. Never again. Keeps you on your toes though, doesn't it? It does. I felt very alive. The rest of that evening when I had gotten off the call, and I was like, holy shit, he was fine. He was cool. He was nice. He was nice. He just talked about his deck. He didn't say a single slur. Just do an 18 plus verification. Right, but like, here's the thing. That me being on a phone call with a teenager on stream is like, I can't think. I'm trying to Norm Macdonald this so bad, and I can't think of the exact wording for it. But it's like the fact that Jam was 13 was not the problem. It just increases the slur vocabulary. Like, the problem is somebody hot miking. I'm much more worried about the adults in my fan base, actually, than the children. Yeah, the issue is the hot miking. The issue is the hot miking, and the thing that reminded me of it was when Jam hopped on and we had not done any like verification for the people that were getting on the microphone with us, and I just heard a child's voice and I was like, ah! All right, packs of 5 with Nerd Girl are available. And these are just normal reviews, not glow ups. I'm setting packs of 1 live now. Hell yeah, Zerthashak, thank you very much. No, don't worry. I'm a completely reasonable person, and I'm in no way, shape, or form the Cheshire Cat. Malden, you are currently mogging Kibler in view count. It's really... I hope he's had a great first 10 seconds of stream. Can't wait to see what he does with the rest of it. What the hell does the ASMR time redeem even do? During a Decro stream, probably nothing, but if you... We did it for the League streams where I was getting, you know... I was getting a little lathered up on the Rift. And it makes me go into kind of a, I don't remember his name, so I'm going to call him Abernathy Partridge. He's, and then I make mouth licking noises. The man who does the voiceovers for all the National Geographic. Elikman, we're not getting glow up options. Not today. I maybe in future streams, I have not checked with Nerd Girl ahead of time, and I don't want to spring upon her the added pressure of you need to be able to improve these horrid creations. I don't know how political debate channels let randoms onto a hot mic. That shit was crazy. 2 ways. Half of them are planted, and the other half is just like wading through Omegle. Like, it's just there's just a million, like, you get a million duds. Like, if you watch, like, any improv show is 80% not very good stuff, 20% amazing stuff. And your floor and your ceiling change. But, like, if you go watch, like, Game Changer on Dropout, Make Some Noise, whatever, like, it is the same. They have like 80% of like swing and a miss, 20% beautiful fucking A+ gold, make it a short, getting 10 million views. And for them, a swing and a miss is still incredibly fucking good because they have all worked very, very hard for years and years and years to be good at improv comedy. But anything that is like that is like, you know, live, hot miking, whatever, is all built off. Here's the 80 to 90% that is trash that we just move on from. And then here is 10 to 20% where like, oh, this time it worked. Stoned, congratulations. I'm glad you've been able to download League without needing to uninstall it immediately. Maulhound gets added as a game changer guest in the next 5 years. Calling it. I hope. It is probably going to be tough because I don't live in LA, but I hope. I am every day trying to get better at improv so that I can one day throw my hat in that ring. But today is not that day. Today is the day. Where do I live? In your walls. Today is the day we are looking at Lulu's deck, which is a spooky deck. I tried this once with friends, got board wiped one too many times, and I may have responded traumatically with upgrades. Is this okay for Gen Pop still? Fucking beautiful. What do we have today? Nico's House of Mirrors. All right, I've had to play against one of these before. Let me see. Mom, come pick me up. Come pick me up. If this is not okay for Gen Pop. I don't care what's in the deck. I emotionally cannot handle an Azorius player who has an alpha numerical tagging system. I already know you are dragging me to hell. Okay. All right, we have some tutors. All right, so Nico, we're making shards. We're gonna turn our shards into a non-legendary creature. So we have game plan shard aggro. So are these the guys where I'm presuming these are the guys where if we turn our shards, if I shard you with these guys, I will win the game. So I have a big flyer who will exile everything. That's gonna be the first mind boom. Shard aggro is when I hit you for 12, but I exile your whole fucking board. That's shard aggro. Okay, Autumn Soldier, clone something with Myriad. That one's super good. Battle Angels, definitely gonna work. ETB or attack, draw a card, then foretell something. Alright, shard aggro, but what if my aggro plan was a 6-mana mid-range value engine? Absolute gas. Ooh, making 1 million battle cries and 1 million 1/1s. Okay. 2/5 double strike prowess enters for each opponent. Put a non-land permanent that player controls into its owner. Okay, we have lied about what aggro means. We have lied. You can't play a 5-mana 2/5 and be like, yeah, this is my aggro engine. You piece of shit. Oh my fucking lord. Oh my fucking lord. Alright, so this is still a good card in a blink deck. I mean, maybe you have stuff where the prowess is gonna go crazy. What's Silverwing do? Power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. On attack, make 2/2s equal to opponents you have. That's hot. That one's hot. Alright. Sky Hunter, give everything stacking melee. Okay. Gear Hulk absolutely kills people. It's got double strike and prowess. It also has no evasion. It has no evasion, it has no trample, and it has an ETB trigger that does not work with the shards, so I worry about it. This kills people if we have why do I see Endless Storm Rift Loop? So this kills people after this. How you get away from them killing you after the game, I am less sure. But Gear Hulk, yeah, you can kill people with it after you do the Infinite Rift Loop. I'm presuming this is the trauma response, Lulu. That's evil. Yeah. So, and it's not like, I'm not trying to pick out, oh, this is a bad card. I think this is a good card for a Nico Blink deck. Aegis, thank you for the 200-bit cheer. Boss, did you get your hairs cut? Sorry, haircut, singular. That's right, it's one big follicle. it's like good card in general. I think you have lied in your tag. And I think lying in your tags is one of the worst things you can do as a player. Once you begin lying to your tags, it means you are lying to yourself. And once you begin lying to yourself about the purpose a card serves, that is when you like twist yourself into a million different loops of being convinced that like, you know, Ethereal Valkyrie is a good card instead of a cute card that just works with what you want to do. So for Shard aggro, at least, I'm envisioning this as like, these are creatures where if I turn 4 to 6 shards into them, they will like take over the game. And I do think Riptide Gearhulk in particular is a lie for that definition. Strike Force definitely in. Bahamut funny as shit. So I think the rest... This one's just evil. Like, this one will work, right? You hit people with a bunch of flyers, you exile their whole board, and they have to give you, like, 10 cards to rebuild their board. Definitely, that will take over a game. This guy's just a dickhead, though. Alright, so we have one fetch land, we have one command tower, we have an Ancient Tomb, we have Sarah's Sanctum, so we have mono white Gaia's Cradle. Was our bracket 3 upgrade, I got board wiped too many times, and so I put in a way to infinitely psych rift you and called it good? Was that the only change? We had the full-on blue-white, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy me a gun, and I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna bounce this motherfucker off! And then you just rift. If you put a sick EDM beat over this, I might be able to forgive it. But it's funny as fuck to me that we have, more or less, so we have a bracket 2 deck that we were like, I need to be able to psych rift you 8 million times. And then we also have an infinite mana loop, sure. Swamp Thing, thank you for the 30 streams in a row. I see a ton of flicker cards. All right. I don't think there's anything to take issue with there. Blink targets, sure. On the one hand, I worry about not focusing on Dr. Undercut enough, but on the other hand, I don't want the deck to not work if they kill Dr. Undercut. So yeah, it makes sense that we have a number of blink targets. I think these are all roughly appropriate. Charming Prince kind of sucks, but like he blinks stuff, sure. Clones, okay. These tags are crazy, dog. Alright, board wipes and other mass removal. This seems a little bit low, particularly if you are going through a trauma response. Respectfully. If you've just been through a really, really bad situation and you want to get your friends back, I would actually advocate for more board clears than this, because you only have one creature that you really care about. Everything else is just a means to an end for you. You have Dr. Undercut and his 8 million, or their 8 million Wraths of God. The ones you've picked are very, very good, right? Starfall Invocation, we can bring back our commander who we care about. Psych Rift is Psych Rift. Avatar's Wrath, you can airbend your commander to re-get the ETB trigger and protect a different creature. But at 3, that is, I'm seeing less than 1 a game. Psych Rift has the added benefit of you can go get it with Spellseeker, but even then that gets you up to like a 4th copy. And so if you want to be evil, I would probably recommend that we get a couple more in here, because white has just a million sweepers. Yeah, Winds of Abandon will make a lot of people cry. And you can even be like, hey guys, don't worry, this is group hug, I'm gonna ramp you, and then exile their whole board. Do we have... Speaking of which, do we have ramp? Only the forbidden ramp. Yep, sure. What's our commander? Oh, okay, no, we have a different section. All right, we have a different section for the 2-drops. I was about to lose my mind. We went straight from Soul Ring to fucking a Honda Civic engine. Unstable Glyph Bridge. I would like it if we could protect our commander. I think it is, if we need to, we can give up Nico, but I would like to err on the side of let's not board wipe our commander. Let's just see how it works. I think this is pretty good. I think this is roughly, I see we're on mirror form, like a gentleman or a gentlewoman or a gentle person. Alright, we get Charming Prince. We don't have a Mana Rock, but we have Ephemerate. So we have some Flicker stuff going on. Holy shit, we have Sarah's Sanctum. Land. I gotta scry 2 real fast. I can't play you guys, because I need to... Yeah, I need lands and spells, baby. I Skyclave somebody. Fuck yeah. I pay 3 life because Sarah's Sanctum currently taps for no mana, and I play Nico. Alright, I hit him with the Sarah's Sanctum. I tap 6 mana. Play Virtue of Knowledge, holding up 1 white mana. I flicker Nico, Shard of Hope. I make 1/2, 1/2. Go to my next turn, cast it on upkeep. 1/2, 1/2, because I'm doubling all the ETBs from Virtue of Knowledge. I tap, I mean, this floats 8 fucking million mana now, holy shit. So if I want to, if there is a good clone target, I can do Aught and Soldier. If there is not a good clone target, I can do Aerial Extortionist, and then I try to win. That's pretty hot! Hey, thank you, JD. We could do Starfield Vocalist, yeah. Yeah, I think there's certainly an argument for it. We could get Ephemerate back, but we don't have to. Like if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 shards. We play Aerial Extortionist. We have 5 white mana floating. We get 10 Aerial Extortionists. We swing 40 damage, exile 10 non-land permanents. Like this is... We have Psych Rifted everybody. That's pretty fresh. Alright, we go Flooded Strand. What do I get? Pretend this is a legal target. Who cares? I get a land that taps for 2 colors. I play Ramp. Play a basic land. Do I have anything worth holding up Nico for? Don't believe so. So I go Nico. And I get my 2 shards. I Ephemerate Nico. Bam. I Ghostly Flicker. Choosing Nico and another land. Bam bam. Ephemerate copy resolves. So now I'm at 1, 2, I'm at 8, right? Yeah, I'm at 8 shards. I Witch Enchanter, paying for it. And then I go Flesh Duplicate, the best creature on the board. Tap Nico. See if I win. Yeah, Lulu, I do think, genuinely, this seems like you've done a very, very good job of putting together a deck that can, in a vacuum, attempt to win or get goddamn close to it on turn 5 or 6. What I think we are missing is I think, like most Azorius players, we are a little bit too synergy pilled and not enough murder pilled. Like the Twitch comment we got when we had 40 damage of, where was the fucking bird? We had 40 damage of aerial extortionist and we could exile 10 things. And somebody in Twitch chat was like, yeah, but you could get Ephemerate back. Like, that's the brain sickness we have to defeat. We could murder people with every pigeon in New York City. So I don't think you need to cut Aerial Extortionist. It's still a very good card. But I think with your card draw section in particular, we are trying too hard to piggyback off of, okay, the blink plan is going to get me a lot of cards, and that's how I'm going to keep it moving. Instead of just like, I hate to do it to you. I hate to do it to you. Just cast the spell and get the card. Just, what if I just cast the spell that gave me the card I want? Because you've, to your credit, you have a high enough density of, here's a really, really threatening thing to turn my shards into. Here is a very good blink spell that I can either repeat, or it is a like permanent based blink engine like Skybind. That I think I would really recommend you go more for stock ups, less for Dowerport mages. Okay, right, you have stock ups, but where's Sussy Baka Fish? Where's my boy? Right, which is like, I think particularly in terms of card advantage, like Ethereal Valkyrie is a very, very juicy card advantage engine. It's so tempting. I'm trying to compare it to, do I want to spend, like I could spend 8 mana and play Ethereal Valkyrie, draw and foretell a bunch of cards. Very synergy pilled, sick as fuck. I could spend 4 mana, find one of my better creatures, and then next turn just try to murder everybody. Like 4 mana, find Skyhunter Strike Force, 80 fucking damage in the air. Those are the types of things that I'm thinking more about. Mainly because we don't appear to have, even though you're Azorius, we don't have a lot of efficient interaction. We have the Psych Rift to do the evilest bullshit ever to people. We have stuff we can do, right? We're not interactionless. We can use Parting Gust as interaction. We have Aether Channeler to bounce people's shit. Like, a lot of the stuff we want to turn shards into will interact with the board. But we don't really want to be like, hee hoo hoo, I'm the Azorius player who's hoarding cardboard, because 90% of it we can't use. We want to be the Azorius player who's like, turn 5, turn 6, every game, I'm putting the claws on you. I'm putting the claws on you. Because here we have, we can airbend something if we want to. So we do a little turn skippy, but we like, depending on how the board's going, we can either Aether Channeler if we don't want to seem like the devil. If we do want to seem like the devil, we go Spellseeker, what's up fuckos, here's Psych Rift. Ooh, another good point for Winds of Abandon. You can get this off Spellseeker. Another 2 mana interaction target. 3 Hello Elk and Muddle the Mixture. True. So turn 3 we get that guy. We bam, Nico. Next turn. See, and like Skybind's really good. Skybind is for sure the greedy option, because I think what I'm going to do instead is Airbend Nico, Recast Nico, Cloud Shift Nico. 2 more Nikos. See, and here's Dowerport Mage, just like a little bit too late to the party. Still a very, very good card, but I think we could get the cards we want from him out of Consult the Star Charts, out of Drawn from Dreams, out of Dig Through Time, out of even Memory Deluge. They have avatars right. If you think you have a good card for this deck, I promise you they have it already. But like this is the point where I'm like on my hands and knees begging for Bahamut. I want to have like a 5 to 6 mana creature that I can slam down and now threaten lethal or very close to lethal with. Do I need this land drop? If I go Worn Power Stone, I have 5, 6, 7, 8. I super do actually. Dream Trawler. I do like it. The lifelink is very, very, very good for you. He draws a card. If you have 6 of these, you draw 6 cards. It becomes a 9/5 with lifelink. Oh! Oh! The lion, the witch, and the thighs of this bitch, man. Think about it. Yeah, like this is the type of thing I want more, is I curve into big thing where if I have 6 of them, Mauled, you can't say that? Why not? Why can't I say that? Where if I have 4 to 6 of them, I just win. Like I don't think we need to be, I think in terms of the temptations that are going to lead you astray from heaven, what's going to get you is stuff that makes you want to go above 10 shards. I think most of the things that are like, ooh, this is great because it lets me make 20 shards, I think that is a mistake in the direction of the deck. If it's something that's like, ooh, this gets me to 6 or 8 shards really efficiently, and then this thing will kill the fuck out of Daniel with 8 shards. That's what I love. Or that's what I think is going to function really cleanly. Like you can have dreams, right? Summon Bahamut's funny as hell. And so you can definitely have dreams. But I am inclined to believe that your things like Valkyrie, Candlekeep Sage, even Mole Drifter, I would be looking for other impulses, because almost all of your cards are good, but your card quality is not, because they're parasitic, your card quality is not high enough that I'm just happy to draw any of them. I want to make sure I'm touching the right one. I want to make sure that I'm like, you know, I need to look at 4 and I'm going to grab the one that is appropriate for the situation I find myself in. Not like you don't really need or care to have 12 cards in your hand at any given moment, because again, we don't have free interaction. We don't have very much interaction that we're pointing at other people. We have a little bit to make sure that we get our game plan off. Yeah, Sludge Monster is evil. It's definitely a good evil pick. They have Hero of Bladehold. Again, if you think you have, I promise you, if you think you have a hot card for this deck, they probably have it. This is a very well-built deck. We're tinkering with the details now. We're tinkering with the details and we're making fun of their Dewey Decimal System tags, but like the deck is good. I will say, great card for the deck. This will get you kicked out of Gen Pop. My girlfriend Z loves this card very much. They have been asked politely yet firmly to stop playing it at multiple tables. So keep that in mind. We are already riding the edge with Bird Cop. We are already right up on the fucking edge with Bird Cop. They have one copy. We're talking about 10 fucking copies of this guy. No. You could make the argument of like, hey, I resolve fear of sleep paralysis. Would you like to scoop? Don't say, oh, no. Stop. I'm a mandated reporter. Your only angle is you go, I'm going to resolve this. I'm going to make 10. Would you like to scoop right now? Because all of your things are going to have like 5 or more stun counters on them, and they're never waking up. I'm putting everybody's board into a medically induced coma. It is worse than Psych Rift. It is incredibly good with Nico, but proceed with caution. Now, ironically, this is the exact type of thing I would recommend over Ethereal Valkyrie. Because Ethereal Valkyrie is 6 mana, accrue value for me. Fear of Sleep Paralysis is 6 mana, I'm going to try to win now. Which is definitely what Nico wants to be on. You don't want to be on, oh, I'm going to do a big Nico turn to draw a bunch of cards. You want to be on, I'm going to do a big Nico turn and you're done now. Like one guy's going to live with 10 HP and I'm going to have 4 cards in hand and finish them off next turn. Yeah, like the desired reaction to the first time you tap Nico needs to be, oh shit, you got it, let's play again. And if your Nico deck isn't doing that, like that's the difference between bracket 2 Nico and bracket 3 Nico. If you're doing bracket 2 Nico, you want to turn your shards into a kooky value creature that can get you cards, get you mana, do a little bit of damage, whatever. Bracket 3 Nico is the first time these shards transform, you are shaking my hand. Shit, I'm like selling myself more on this guy every time. So yeah, put him in, see how they react. I don't think we're on Sphere of Safety. I do not believe we are. We're too cool for that. We're too cool and fresh. Keyboard mouse, bracket 3 Nico is me putting Ancient Silver Dragon and start drawing. You have described bracket 2 Nico, funnily enough. This is a bracket 2 ass Nico card for sure. Cause this is you need 10 mana to do it all in one turn, which is pretty slow. If you are in a game where you're trying to like curve out, you're probably spending 8 mana on like turn 6 or turn 7 to play this guy. And then you have to pass around the table and everybody has to be like, yep, we've got nothing. And then you do the thing, which is like, it's good for bracket 2. Sorry, I said 6-7. I had to. It's good for bracket 2, but it is like a bracket 2 game plan. You did not miss it today. Yeah, you're the devil. You're the devil, Bone Lord. I don't think we need this. I like the aggro plan that we have. Lulu, you can look into this if you're finding yourself getting outpaced a ton. I really like the timeline you have. I love this like between turn 5 and 7. I'm going to stick something really threatening and try to take over the game with it. And I have a couple answers if you try to go faster than me. It's great. I think your inclusion of Spellseeker forces me to put you on the left face. But this is awesome. Stay very, very far away from me. I have lost to a Nico deck like this once before. Never again. Never again. I'm tackling undercuts on sight now. But thank you very much for submitting, and I hope that you enjoyed. I think this is a very good deck. I think it's totally appropriate for bracket 3. And just get a little angrier. Like you're like trauma. You're going trauma response. I need to have a cup. Trauma response, I need to greet all of my friends by kicking them straight in the ball sack. That's what we got to do. That's what we're on now. So thank you for submitting. We're going to go to the manual ad break. Then we're going to see if the free raffle is happening right now. And if not, we're moving on to Cobalt, the Kobold. Where the hell is my ad break button? There we go. What is the Z0 for tags? I think it is a type of global tagging system that goes between decks, which is why it looks a little bit weird. But this is a tagging method where it doesn't matter what deck you're in or what color the deck is in. You can just like tag every deck this way to keep track of them. Mauled, when the free deck extravaganza happens, do the tags matter? Do you think they matter? I'm not telling you. Body of Knowledge is a very, very funny card. Indeed. You will probably deck yourself. Like this is another bracket 2 plan in my mind, where we're going like, yeah, here's a 5-mana creature where something hilarious is going to happen. Will it win me the game? Definitely not. Will it lose me the game? Maybe, but we will all laugh. Sage Kurt, thank you for the 30 streams in a row. Welcome back to the dog park. Let's spin the wheel. Lulu, thank you for the 2 Real super chat. The whole Z stuff is for global tags and my autism. I'm well aware, but I gotta drag you anyway. It's happening right now. We're gonna open marbles on stream. It's very funny when the ad breaks happen on YouTube since Maul just stops talking for no reason. Hell yeah. Which means there is no other... Hell yeah, Sussy Baka Fish. Hell yeah. Music Man, we are raffling a free deck roast, which is going to... So this is only enterable if you are on Twitch chat. May the gods bless everyone, but mostly me. Where's the M's at? Marbles on stream running, you say? Here we go. Oh, it's on the wrong. Ah! You're on the wrong monitor. No, I don't want to quit. I want to open settings. Window mode. Go to full screen. Go to monitor 1. Apply. Great. We're here. We're set. Marshmallow Brother, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the Doghouse. And Calico Kitty, thank you for the follow. Army Hitch, I don't have a way to follow a specific user. If I can find you, I will stay with you. But I don't have a way to follow you. Okay, so the way this works, you don't have to be following. You don't have to be subscribed. You just have to be in Twitch chat, and you have to type !play. You will see yourself entered on the right side of the screen here. If you're not sure if you entered, just type it again. Be safe. I'm going to start a 2-minute countdown. At the end of that 2 minutes, your balls are going to race down my long, long shaft. And whoever gets to the end first will get the free deck roast. I am entering as well. Did you have to put it like that? Legally, yes, I do. Jay Arlington, thank you for the raid. You have raided it potentially the most perfect time. If anybody is trying to get their deck roasted for free, we are about to raffle off a free one. So anybody from the raid, if you want a free deck roast, if you know what that is or care about it, type !play right now. And if your marble wins, we will look at your commander deck and make fun of it. What's your win effect, Mauled? If I win, can play 69, get the free deck roast. I don't actually play Magic, I just like it here. Yes. Yes, you can. Hi, kitty. Hi, baby girl. You bless me with your presence. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby kitten. All right, we have 131 entrants. I'm going to start the 2-minute countdown. So you have 2 minutes from now to enter the deck roast or to enter the free roast raffle. This command does not work on YouTube, I'm sorry to say, but the bullet roast day happening in a little over a week will work. Oh man, I gotta ban a guy. Okay. You got 2 minutes. What random advice? Every person's heart rate should go within 90% of maximum once a week if you want to be healthy. I'm not going to give you any specific riders on how you have to make that happen, how long you have to make that happen for, how much rest you have to take. But I think if you are a person who wants to be healthy and you are not exposing yourself to a high heart rate every once in a while through effort, whether you are like dancing, lifting weights, whatever, you are missing out. Queso Blanco, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. How do I find maximum heart rate? Just run until I almost die. Rule of thumb, you can do 220 minus age. It's pretty inaccurate, but like, it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing ever. If you're concerned about how to find it, just run, like sprint once a week. All right, here we go. Pat Cal and Drick Kurge Zechu, thank you for the Twitch follows. Welcome to the doghouse. Again, Army Hitch, if I can find you. What do you think about Discord ID scans? I think they are bullshit, and I don't yet know what platform I'm going to swap to or if I'm going to swap, but they're definitely bullshit. All right, Syndro Deathblade is currently in the lead with Terrence in second. Oh, but Syndro's way in front. Most of you are dying. Eagle Eye has been left behind in the corner with Calico Kitty. They will burn. Definitely not, Alec, man. So clubbing officially qualifies as a third cardio day. If you were not drunk and high, yes. Aegis, yes, it would. Kerbit then, thank you for the 2 months with Prime. Welcome back to the dog home. I appreciate that generosity. All right, Mix 6 sneaks in front. R9, ooh, getting some speed. All right, Honda Accord dies. We have Mix 6, MLP, the Calamity, and Bright Light Owl in the top 4. Only Okusane, the non-sub, in the top 5. Mix 6 has a pretty big league. Okusane is sniffing past them. Amber is in the lead now. Tyre, I do think you died. Amber is navigating the barrels quite nicely. They're getting close to the end, but remember, if you come into the end too quickly, if you roll too quickly down my shaft, you will pop too hard, and you will be lost to the fires of hell. All right, Kerbathan, and a glorious, glorious avatar. Absolutely glorious profile picture is now in the lead. Mix 6 is the only member of our original top 5 who's holding on. There goes at least one other person, I think. Oh wait, it's Morady way out in the lead, and then XX Trouble 101 right behind them. Morady's coming up to the final off ramp. Now, if they get hit by a mortar here, they're probably gonna go flying. There they fucking go! All right, back to Syndro Deathblade, our early leader who has crawled back into first and then immediately got passed by Kerbathan. Kerbathan dies too! It's Existential Breads. Crawling, slowly, safely, knows his game plan, knows his speed, doesn't want to die horrifically, and he's going to get passed by Gary the Dwarf who just wants it more. Ender Ray goes flying. Nobody's making it to the fucking end. Ma MLP slowly, painfully dies! Zombie Demon Duck approaches. Will he make it? It's right up there with Terrence 93. Terrence 93 snipes him. Absolutely brutal run with, I think, 5, 6, maybe even more. I don't know what number is higher than 6, but an even higher number of people than 6 died right at the finish line. Absolutely impeccable. Terrence 93, you are our winner. Oh, Tyre the Prophet, you didn't make it to the end. Nah, show me the command panel. You aimbotted my shit. You have seen me play League of Legends enough to know that I cannot aim. Oh, well, Hameth is going to beat the firewall? Hameth beats the firewall. We'll check on Bright Light Owl. You did survive. Bigger John, you were in it and you got 11th. You did really good. Who was 69th? 69th was Mix6. Thunder Tempest, you did die. Innistrad, you did die. Dragon Cat, if you are Dragon Boy, you did die. Jay, you were in the list and you died. Lulu, you were not in. Kerbathan, you died. My Centipuf, you died. Dimmond, you died. Mix6, thank you for the 69-bit cheer. Jason's Cat, you got 82nd. Yo, what the fuck? Alright, let me look. For your customer team, give me the experimental one. Because if it's the experimental one with a serious person, I gotta drag you. But we can be freaks together. We can be freaks together. Are there any other Death Race tracks? There are, but this is the best one. This is the best one by a mile. Like, we do have other options. But a lot of the other options, there's very, very few changes in position after the first half. Like, Castle Siege is both, it takes a couple minutes, and people are almost always swapping position. All these other ones, they look cool. They look really cool, but it's like one person gets out in the lead, and they kind of stay in the lead the whole time. Maybe you'll have one person pass them, but this one is just like non-stop action, which I enjoy very much. One day. I swear I've only won a marble race when we were practicing. Listen, performance anxiety is normal, keyboard and mouse. It happens to many men over 20. Okay, so Terrence, 93. Perfect. You put it in Dear Malltown. I'm gonna go use the bathroom, and then we're gonna hit you, and then we're gonna hit Terrence 93's deck roast. Baby girl. All right, you bunch of fuckers. Let's see what Terrence brought for the class. Good evening, the Gurman Buffalo. All right, from Terrence, we have Shilgengar, Conniver of Divinity. I know for a goddamn fact this deck is about to suck ass. This deck was supposed to be private, LOL, but now you're shitting your pants in public. Alright, so we have Shilgengar, which cares about sacrificing angels to make blood tokens, to stack blood tokens, to reanimate our entire graveyard as vampires. So I'm presuming we have a shitload of angels. We have 40 creatures. We have 15 angels. What do we have instead? We have tags? Hell no. Bolas' Citadel! Terrence, if I see Sensei's Divining Top, I'm putting you through a wall. Respectfully, respectfully. Where's our artifacts? No, you're good. Okay. All right, you're good. The thematic piece. Thematic piece. Please, he's so bad. I need to free cast all my spells. Please, holy shit. Oh my god. All right, we got some other reanimation, rehandimation, best card draw engine in the game. Fuck yeah. Interesting. Mass flicker doesn't make sense to me, but I'm sure it will later. Uh Necrologia is crazy, bro. 5 mana, pay X, draw X, dump all my creatures for when I'm ready to do the Shilgengar plan. That's kind of hot. Oh, it eats finality counters? I thought finality counters got you whether you died or went to exile. I thought finality counters were one of the few were like more difficult to cheat. Oh, flickering gets around. Okay, then that's very, very good. Settle the wreckage makes sense. I see Terrence has to play against the token player. 34. Okay, we have 38 total. 34 untagged lands. Good little bouncer. Oh, we got some. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. We're doing the meld plan. We have more reanimation. Yeah. We put reanimation in your reanimation because you have no other fucking plan. Even more reanimation in your reanimation. Mauled, there's 2 heir apparent players. Fucking beautiful. More reanimation per reanimation. A coward card. Mogus's Marauder. Intimidate and haste. That's actually sick as fuck. Because this is our win the game card, right? This is our I reanimate with Shilgengar. Everything has haste. They kill you. That's very cool. More reanimation per more. Can't fucking take it. Can't fucking take it. Everything. Everything. Okay, finally, something that just mills us. Something that just fucking mills us at long last. Holy shit, some actual synergy pieces. God damn it, more reanimation. Alright, Dredge, I like that. That looks like an angel to me. This is the biblically accurate angel. I'm cool with that. Hell yeah, biblically accurate angel. Evil devil card. Evil devil card. Okay, we are... How many fucking... Yeah, we need 6 blood tokens. Yeah, we are... Okay. 100%. 100%. Y'all motherfuckers ever seen a word cloud? Here's what happened with Terrence. So here's the word cloud of Terrence's brain, right? Here's the word cloud of Terrence's brain. They were like, ooh, I've got an angel commander. They do some masa. Every once in a while, they're going to shit and fart. Ooh, they're also going to mass reanimate. And then Terrence's brain went, that's a strategy. I can look that up on Scryfall. Fuck yeah, I'm going to do everything that says that. And then a little bit that says that. Unfortunately, this deck is almost certainly going to work. We have Bolas' Citadel. We have a shitload of relatively resilient creatures. Do we have no fucking ramp for a 5 mana get the party started? We have no ramp. We are curving out bullshit. Never mind. We are bricking our own hand. We are bricking our own hand and then asking for a friendly mulligan 5 turns into the game. It might work. 100% what this deck would benefit from is way more focus on self-mill and just let Shilgengar be the mass reanimation. Like we have so many other things that are reanimating when it could just be I'm gonna dump my library into the graveyard and then Shilgengar is bringing them back. Wow, what's that? A garbage land? Amazing! I mulligan. Wow, what's that? Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx, and something I can't cast until turn 7? Amazing. We can keep this hand for Baelmerk, though. So we go Heath. Well, actually, would we go Heath? We can't make black mana for Entomb. Fucking perfect. Yeah, we go Heath. We go Plains. We go Baelmerk. 1, 2, 3, 4. We fucking miss. Excellent. We go this. We play a reanimation target for no goddamn reason. Or actually, is there a way to do this? My colors aren't going to be right. My colors won't be right if I do it this way. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. Never mind. We don't miss. We entomb and we get... What do I even want in my hand here? Like, straight up, I wish you had entombed fucking Palladium Mirror. I think we want to miss, actually, because this is just a hand. Like, we want to do Priest of Fell Rites on somebody else's end step. Entomb. I put that in my library. Whoops. Yeah. So we miss on Overlord of the Baelmerk so that we can get Valgavoth in on somebody else's end step. And then on my turn, tappy, give me... give me Johnny shit hands. And then we go... Thinkweed Imp, Phyrexian Tower, sack it for no reason. Make mana that doesn't do anything. Bam, I hit you. Next turn, 2, 3, 4, 5. I fucking non-bow myself with Ulamog the Infinite Gyre. Me, John Mass Reanimator, is now going to shuffle his own library and shuffle my own graveyard into my library because I milled Ulamog off Dredge. And then let's see, Nykthos is pretty positive now, right? Like I can go 1, 2, Nykthos floats 5. Play this, I go down to 2, float 4. I can play Shilgengar with all that mana. And then I would probably be dredging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy shit, we are hitting nothing. We are hitting fucking nothing. So we have the haste enabler. We have the haste enabler who wins us the game. We can play this land for turn. We can 1, 2. Nykthos makes 1,000,000 mana. Oh, thank fuck. We get Ripples of Undeath. We sack Stinkweed Imp again to play Ripples of Undeath. There's like no universe where Shilgengar doesn't get removed, right? I think it's this universe because we have no blood. It's turn 6. We have a blood token, actually, because we could have sacrificed the imp to Shilgengar because we have enough mana to play Ripples. So we have 1 blood token. We still require 5 more blood tokens, which we need an angel to get. And then we need stuff in our graveyard that people are afraid of. We have nothing. So people know, all right, they have a haste enabler. That is it. That is it. So we go to our next turn. Now we have some shit in our graveyard. We have a Myria Shepherd. Oh, and we would get... Alright, pre-combat main. We mill these 3. Do we want any of this shit? I think we do. I think we want City... We want City of Brass. So I take City of Brass back. These are all in the graveyard. I play... Fucking hell, man. I think I can go... I should have enough mana to do this. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 Devotion to Black. So I'll go Nykthos. Oh, I need 3 white pips. Wait. No. There's a way to do this. Yeah, you have to tap the mana differently, but between City of Brass, I can somehow play Sarah's Emissary, sack Sarah's Emissary, and I believe have the mana left over to bring everything back, which will net me a Myria Shepherd, Mogus's Marauder, Jackdaw Savior, and this guy would be a creature. So my creatures have protection from like instants and sorceries, or maybe other creatures, because I represent 11, 17, 24, 28, 30, 33, 38 damage. Maybe that's enough to do it. Like, I could see a world where turn 7 in a commander game, there's only 38 total life between my opponents. Why do I feel like this shouldn't work, but it is? Because you are looking at the commander deck where my commander is reanimate. Like, I think if we are looking at this exact same curve, but we are not able... if we look at this exact same curve, but we're not able to go, I entomb and then manalessly play Valgavoth on turn 3, we are just cackling like the hyenas in The Lion King. Can't give haste if you give pro creatures, so likely instants. I think we can, right? We can just stack them in the order that we want, because these are both... Oh, no, it's as. Yeah. So we pick instants, and then we try to swing. Oh, yeah, this looks like a perfect... This is the playtest you actually earned. So we play Dakmor Salvage. We play Mesmeric Orb. Mill 2. Gisella's in there, fuck yeah. We play Solemnity for some reason. Just to tap out. Just to fucking tap out. Hell yeah, Sand Scout, baby. I play Inspired Insurgent just to tap out. I sack him. Just hit a Soul Ring. Just to tap out, you know. Ulamog gets milled! Sorry. Ulamog gets milled. I shuffle my library. I I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. Great deck, man. I'm putting him in exile. He doesn't get milled. I refuse. I refuse. He doesn't fucking get milled. Alright, so now we can entomb, and then we can animate dead. So we would definitely, like, we would do the same thing of entomb Valgavoth, reanimate Valgavoth. But like, this is our turn 5. So genuine opinion, Terrence, I think you are way too lost in the sauce of multiple synergies instead of just like, where is the big angel I want to sacrifice? Where is my full graveyard? Done. Like that's the deck because the thing that's holding it together right now is going like, well, I hope to God I draw a Grave Tutor, and I hope to God I draw a Reanimation Piece. And if I do that, I'm betting the house on Valgavoth. And if I do anything else, I'm weeping and shitting and crying. But I do think some of these picks are incredibly clever. Like Necrologia, terrifyingly clever. There's another one that I really, really liked. This is coward behavior, by the way. This is a true trauma response. For sure, for sure. Where was it? There was one other guy where I was like, oh. I guess Eerie Interlude is fine too. No, pleb, because Stinky Imp is like normal for these types of decks. Versus Necrologia is like, I've never seen it before. And I think it's a very, very good pick for what the deck wants to do. Oh, Marauder. Yes, yes, yes. The Marauder I also love. But overall, hey Gerald, congratulations on passing the CCST, whatever the hell that is. Um, Overall, I think we are undercutting what Shilgengar wants to do in favor of being a more generic reanimator deck. Because I do think there are worlds where you could you could relatively quickly set up a deck that wants to play and activate Shilgengar like on turn 6 and have a scary thing happening. And that's the world I think this wants to live in. I think the Ulamog, even though you cut it in paper, that's so fucking funny. That's so fucking funny. Thank you for the content, brother. I would is there like one specific card that can tie this together? I'm gonna hit you with the Mauled special. You gotta stargaze, bro. You gotta. You gotta get in a beat up 82 Mustang. Take your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner, whatever. You gotta take them out to the countryside. I have 2 stargazes. Why have I seen none of them, but I've seen 8 Ulamogs? Oh, you have 2 copies. Yeah, yeah. Because this would be great. I think you do want ramp for sure. I don't think any of the stuff that's like, God, my life for Hermit Druid and Orzhov, right? Yeah, God, my life, my life for Hermit Druid and Orzhov. Dread Summons is kind of cute. Oh, Balustrad Spy. That's a good one. This would be a thing where if you were trying to do a bunch of like repeatable reanimation, I would believe in that a lot more. Yeah, yeah. Target player goes till they hit a land. So it's not going to mill your whole deck, but it'll get you like 5 or 6. You could Barrow if you wanted something to do earlier on too, because that's on combat damage. You get to do it. Yeah, yeah, there's Out of the Tombs too. You could grindstone yourself. That's kind of funny. You could go like lower on lands. Oh no, if you go low on lands, high on ramp, they have to be like black pipped ramp to matter. But you're like pretty high on creatures, right? And then every other spell has to be black. I stared at Grindstone for a while. I think you should do it, bro. I think you should take the leap. Because we definitely need more stuff that's gonna like really get it going. God, I want to recommend Sinister Starfish. I want to lie to you and tell you that Sinister Starfish is a good card. Yo, boss, had a bad time trying to sleep last night. The worst part is I barely know why. I didn't push myself as hard at the gym yesterday on account of my brain being a bit fucked from work, but I've given myself easier gym days and still been able to sleep fine. I was attempting to sleep before 9 p.m., but is my rough goal, but I could not fall asleep. There's some way to stop this from happening again, and what can I do tonight to mitigate any potential ripple effects of that bad night? I will say sometimes you just can't sleep. It's like sometimes your body just hurts. There's a lot of people who will be like, "Oh, like at the low end of the experience spectrum, you go like, sometimes your body just hurts." And then the middle you go like, "If I perfectly control every variable and I stretch and I eat right and I wake up early in the morning, then I will never ever feel bad." And you become Rob Lowe in Parks and Rec. And then at the high end of the experience spectrum, you settle back into, sometimes you just hurt. So, um, as someone who's been previously diagnosed with bipolar, sometimes you just awake, bro. You can't always stop the thoughts. But the stuff you can do, take magnesium, make sure that you've eaten enough food. Me personally, if I have like just a little bit too little carbohydrate, I will be wired. And so if you are currently on a diet, if you're currently restricting carbohydrate, have a little bit more today. There is box breathing, which helps me a lot. It makes a lot of chronically stressed people fucking tweak when they start doing it, but it's very very good for you long term. So that is breathe in through your nose for 3 seconds, hold it for 9 seconds, breathe out for 6 seconds, rinse repeat for 5 minutes. If 396 is too easy, you can do 412 8, but the ratio is 1 second of breathing in, 3 seconds of holding, 2 seconds of breathing out, all nasal. Do that for 5 minutes. It will get your vagus nerve to relax. And then the final bit to help you be at peace with not sleeping, Mythbusters did an episode on this. There's plenty of studies on it. I don't know about plenty of studies. I know there's at least one study on it. Let me not lie on the internet. At least one study showing that Mythbusters replicated that shows even if you're not asleep, if you are in bed, your eyes closed, and you're telling yourself, "I am resting," it has a much more positive effect than you think. Is it as good as sleep? No. Sleep is sleep. But it is way closer to sleep than just accepting that you're awake and playing video games. Because a lot of people go like, "Oh man, I can't sleep. I'm not going to be rested. I will just," and then they insert a like destructive activity where they're like awake, their mind is occupied, they're nervous. If you just lay there, even if you're thinking about stuff, it's a lot better. A lot better than nothing. So that'd be my other recommendation. And then Terrence, last recommendation I'm going to make for the deck you currently have. Twilight Diviner is actually crazy. I know you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, "Oh my god, this has text on it?" It does. Look lower. And then you're going to go, "Oh my god, that's a non-bow with my commander." But right now, your deck is not built to care very much about your commander, and this will give you a token copy of anything you reanimate normal style. So if you want to keep it on, well, I want my commander to be a cherry on top, but for the most part, I want my deck to be like a 99 of creatures that recur each other. Twilight Diviner is very, very good for that. So that's the last piece of heat I'm going to give you. Thank you very much for participating in the raffle, and I hope you got some entertainment. We're going to go to the manual ad break, and then we're going to Cobalt the Kobold. And then scroll up, yell Auga, and then continue playing Magic the Gathering. Of course, Alec, I hope that helps. Oh shit, Patrick on YouTube was recommending this. Patrick, I swear to God I did not rob that from you. I had YouTube tab down. They are running Doom Whisperer. Yeah, Terrence, if I was a betting man, I think you probably make it into the YouTube video that gets cut from today just off those 2 back-to-back Ulamogs. Like, that was a heaven-sent clip, my friend. And for anybody who has ever watched and wondered, wait, but I told Maldhound this tag was an accident. I told Maldhound in paper I already know I should cut this. I told Maldhound not to look at this part of the deck. That's why. Because moments like that are the funniest shit ever. Moments like that are the funniest goddamn shit ever. Because they're genuine. The genuine mistakes are the funniest content ever. Thunder Tempest, thank you for the Prime sub for the 3rd month in a row. Apparently I ran out. Anyways, I wish you'd admit you're finally a furry. I've seen your hard drive. I will not apologize for finding Ari attractive. I never will. Alright? Nobody should. Yes, keyword. I believe aura. I think the real test is this one. This is where you fight demons for sure. Because like Ari, that is a woman with cat ears on. This is a deer. Is it a sexy centaur deer? Yes, and it's a deer. No demon here, baby. Great. Thank you, MLP. I appreciate you. It is just a deer. I don't know. You know what? I don't know about just. I'll take back just. Hey boss, wanting to buy a booster box of a recent set to get some cards to help my son build his collection. What set do you recommend between Lorwyn, Avatar, or other? First, I'm gonna do my duty as a mandated reporter and say if you want to build a collection for Commander for your son, there's a lot of other products that will do better for you. I would really recommend like a precon or like a precon bundle rather than just a flat booster box. If you want to build them a collection because they want to do like standard or popper or other formats, I would say Lorwyn's great. If they like Final Fantasy or Avatar, you should do that for sure. If they already like a different property and you can piggyback off their love for the other property, definitely do that. And then, you know, lightly suggest Lorwyn cards, stuff like that. Let's see. Dragonstorm was fun. Edge of Eternities was fine. Definitely don't do Spider-Man. I think the problem with Lorwyn is Lorwyn doesn't seem incredible. Like, it's not full of bangers in a vacuum. Lorwyn has a lot of really cool synergy pieces. It has a ton of very neat toys that archetypes have been wanting, or if you're a Kindred player, you've wanted more of that stuff. But I'm not convinced on Lorwyn as like your entry into the game. Lorwyn seems like a tremendously good follow-up act. Foundations also has great stuff. This is what Foundations is for. So if you really do want it to be, I'm a degenerate gambler, I want my son to be a gambler, I want his son to be a gambler, and I want him to not have a son because he had to sell his balls to cover our generational gambling fees, I would do Foundations or Final Fantasy or Avatar if they already like those properties. Bloomborough is also solid. It is very, very cute. Yeah. That's a crazy line, by the way. That's literally my job. I have come to a much deeper level of inner peace as I have understood that the product I sell is sentences like that. Do I sell Commander Deck reviews too? Yes. Do I sell Commander Deck roasts on stream? Yes. Do I sell feet pics at 11 p.m. on Fridays? Maybe. But what I really sell is, hey, this quirked up white boy said some darn crazy stuff. Foothound. Guys, I'm losing weight. Don't worry. I'm losing weight. I'm getting back in the gym. I'm doing stretches again. There will, at some point, there will be thirst traps. Y'all remember when that one chatter politely asked Maul to start OnlyFans? Yes, please, sir, if it's not too much trouble, could you show hole? Por favor, if it weren't too much trouble, some hole, please, sir. Quirked up white boy says some darn crazy stuff is tomorrow's stream title. We're gonna A/B test that right now, actually. That's the title right now. Wait, this title may conflict with Twitch's moderation policy. Is it crazy? I'm gonna do kooky and see if that's what it is. That may conflict. Quirked up white boy says some darn. What about zany? Guys, I think quirked up white boy is against Twitch's moderation policy. I'm doing quirked up YT. Holy shit, it was white boy. Yeah. I changed it to white YT boy, and it let me do that. But it yeah. Quirked up white boy says some darn crazy stuff is an illegal stream title, but quirked up YT boy says some darn crazy stuff. Totally good. I'm a problem, baby. What's up? You're rolling with a maverick. Give me a kiss. Swamp Thing, thank you for the random smasher pass. Let's see what we got. Would white quirked up boy work? Potentially, but it would run afoul of the rules of language. I'm gonna say no because they probably smell terrible. They probably smell fucking awful. Also, starry-eyed. I answered your personal question in my head 3 times yesterday, and I never said it out loud. I'm so sorry. When we go back to the Nuzlocke, I know type advantages. That is the one thing I pay attention to. I do not jam my Pokemon thoughtlessly against the wall of like a psychic type or an ice type or whatever. I know the type chart. I pick a well-rounded team, and then I only use moves that do damage. Cobalt, yes, Z and I are doing a like randomized Emerald Nuzlocke It's a soul link, actually. Lulu, it's $5 for a targeted smasher pass. This is fine. This is fine and normal. Yeah. The Pokemon dream is still alive. We've just been busy. I've been trying to make that money. You understand me? I'm trying to make that cash, the cheddar, the bread. The yeast must rise like my insanity does with every passing moment. Not doing well. Question about the rules of deck roast submission. Do decks have to be on Moxfield? No, but I will probably move you to Moxfield when I do the playtest because Architect's playtester can get a little bit funky. Answer Tempest on the type question. Ice weak to steel, true or false? Give me one moment. No. Mace Wit, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home for the 8th month in a row. Welcome back. I appreciate that generosity. So, fun fact, I've gone 0-6 in all my placements, and I'm having a rough fucking time. I'm so sorry, Bigger John. Architect's playtester is way better than Moxfield's. Oh, so Supermassive Gaming, let me make a very specific point. It's good as a playtester. It looks worse on the video. That's the problem with it. Moxfield cuts cleaner into clips. It is more legible and trackable. It's not just the white background. It has to do with how cards pop up, the size they are when they are in your hand. Like if you like I could probably fix it, but it would take 10 minutes of effort that Moxfield does not require of me. That's it. I can do it. Like I could do it with Architect if I spent maybe 10-15 minutes messing around, or I could do it with Moxfield if I just control mouse wield for 2 seconds. So I do Moxfield. All right, Cobalt to Cobalt, I'm so sorry. We're going to get to your deck now. This deck is Silly, the Primer, Garland here to knock the table up. Wait, down. Chaos Garland has red, so we couldn't fit. 2 will have to do. I am Garland, and I will knock you down. I love a man married to his premise. So we're on Dimir Garland, which is when it enters, an opponent becomes the monarch, but I take your creature, and it gets +2/+2 and can't be sacrificed for as long as I have it. And if another opponent becomes the monarch, I get to steal. So I always have one thing. I always have one thing from whoever is the monarch, and if you trade around who the monarch is, I trade around who I have stolen from. He is the world's best babysitter. Don't call it a pipe dream. Great. Great. Wonderful tone setting. Wonderful fucking tone setting. Blight upon their houses. So we have mass sack, terrible removal spell, normal counter spell, draft common, $25 secret lair, draft common, draft common, draft common. All right, so we have, to sum it up, we've got 6 draft commons, a board wipe I found on EDHREC, and holy shit, I love twinks! Oh my fucking god, I would pay any amount of money for a twink to just fucking spit on me! Nice. I respect it. Run away together is devious. This is a devious card. Irresponsibly yoinking fishing. I love you. I love you. All right, and then we have, ooh, more theft. Okay. Real and based. Responsibly getting mana. Gotta draw 6. Nah. I realize. I realize you have the Monarch in play, but I swear to God, anytime I see a blue player or anybody go, yeah, gotta draw, 6 cards, it has the same energy as a 20-year-old on Tinder talking somebody up and being like, yeah, bae, you know what? I just gotta get that money. I hope you understand. I'll hit you up after my shift at the 7-Eleven. I can't fucking take it. I can't fucking take it. Gotta draw. Do you, bitch? You don't seem to value it. Yeah, this is a commander where we don't even want to have the Monarch, and so it's not great. It's not great at counterweighting the draw. I guess I could get one too. I love Imposter Syndrome. Oh my god, if we just make 1,000,000 garlands, that's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. 37 lands is good. Okay. Oh, this okay, so we permanently steal. Love it, love it. The GOAT! Alright. Respectfully, Cobalt, I love all your card choices. This deck fucking sucks. This deck is fucking, this is dog ass. I love it. 10 out of 10, derogatory. Hell yeah, tap land? Why the fuck do I have a charge counter? Why am I seeing charge counters? Alright, I love bribery though. I do this, I pass my turn because I'm a fucking adult. I play Insight Engine. Everybody's eyebrow at the table raises 8 feet into the air as they try to figure out why the Dimir no proliferate, no counter deck is running Insight Engine. I spend 5 mana to draw 1 card. Holy shit, it's off-nabbed GOAT. We're so back. Never mind. I'm sorry. I take back everything I said. I take back everything I said. I play Garland. I concede. We can't bribery yet. Do I even want to play Garland here? Non-token creature. You control dies. Exile it. Beginning of upkeep. We can get stuff back. Okay, that's whatever. Court of Cunning. That's pretty whatever. That's psychic damage. Fuck, man. Fuck, man. I think I'm tapping the One Ring again. Draw 2. Oh my god. Holy pog. I'm tweaking. We're so far ahead now. Oh my god, we're so far ahead. As long as nobody else has done a single threatening thing, look at all this money. Look at all this money. As long as nobody does anything to me for 1,000,000 turns. Now I bribery. I take somebody else's Valgavoth. I have a Valgavoth now. Alright, now I steal somebody's shit. Can I do anything else funny? I have 3 mana. Holy shit. 1 ring at home. Shit, yeah. I play like Gohan's fucking capture pod. Yeah. Goat gets passed around. We have no idea. We don't know what's happening with the goat. I just love that it's in the deck. We've stolen a thing. Turn 7-ish. We can Rite of Replication our stolen thing. We can breach the multiverse. We can rise to the Dark Realms. Okay. I'm kind of seeing it. This hand does nothing. Bam. Bam. Goat. Bam. Toxic Deluge for no reason because I hate you. I'm kidding. I feel like we would, if somebody played a real heater, we would minions return it on end step. Otherwise, we just go Garland. Garland, I get the favorite thing. This is so aspirational. I'm trying to understand your sick and twisted mind. Cobalt, and I don't think I quite get there. We do have We do have one good creature, but unless we're like breaking into Petco to steal their 1/1 tempo flyers, I I believe in Insight Engine a little bit more. Pirates do steal things. It's on theme for that, and so does pitchforks. So do merfolk and tuning forks. They also steal things. Kashmir Keel, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the dog home. I appreciate that generosity. All right, Undercity Sewers. We get to surveil one. Oh yeah, quantum misalignment. Boom. Now the funny shit's happening. So we do Garland, and now I don't think multiple people cannot be the monarch at the same time. So all this does is now whoever is the monarch, I own 3 of your creatures instead of 1 of your creatures. Because on my next upkeep, I recast this. What does this deck do if nobody plays big stuff? Spin in a circle really, 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 really fast. We have Saw in half. That's downright adorable. I get to Mind Stone. To play Garland early. I get to become the pilot. Type shit. Type shit. I get to saw in half the thing I took with Garland. What does Court of Lochthwain do? More no reason theft. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Can we water skin first? We can water skin first. So we water skin and then we Court of Lochthwain. And now we're Okay. Let me think, because we're in bracket 2, so I'm not about to recommend that you like go to law school and get a 401k and start waking up at 5 a.m. Like you're still gonna be. We're an adult. We're allowed to eat chicken nuggets whenever we want. I can have ice cream for dinner. Nobody can stop me. But I do think your deck is butting heads with itself a couple different ways. Hey, thank you, Thunder Tempest. I appreciate you stopping by. I think the first thing I don't love is I have a great amount of doubt in Thassa, Piracy, and Reconnaissance Mission as things that will pay off like we want them to. One funny card I want to point out is Fall from Favor. Enters, tap enchanted creature, and you become the monarch. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step unless that player is the monarch. That is very good dramatic irony. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for the dramatic irony. And I do love a deck where we like every card that comes off the top. So I'm not even going to recommend that we like really shape this up to be hyper responsible. But I think the card draw section is deeply disconnected from how the deck wants to draw cards. Staff of Eden I could accept as our pie in the sky dream. Insight Engine for bracket 2. All right, okay. Not hating on it. I think this like damage and attack based draw, it seems really weird to me. Perhaps you are in a pod of like complete psychos that you have mind control, and if you're in the same pod every week and you're like, yeah, they just fucking fall for it every time, bro, keep working. Otherwise I can't help but think one of the players is Alexios. So you're playing into Alexios every week? You poor son of a bitch. Even then, and if we're playing into Alexios, you have shown me, you're like, I play Bident of Thassa because I am playing against Alexios. You've shown me 4 mana Phyrexian Arena. Because your deck no put out good board state. Um ooh. Okay, hold on. Different track that I can convince you on. We kind of want to be a bastard, right? We kind of want to be a bastard. You have a rule against sacrificing the thing you stole. You have no rule against putting one more -1/-1 counter on it every single turn until it dies. And I saw you already running the bad blight cards to do this a little bit. I think this would be a very, very good draw engine for you to stick, because you can play it on 3, start getting your cards that turn. Next turn, play Garland, begin blighting down the thing you took. But for the most part, like Biden Athasa, Coastal Piracy, Reconnaissance Mission, I think these just want to be like, because to me they represent like one card a turn. If in your experience your pod is just like not blocking, you are always stealing evasive creatures, different story. And all the pods I have ever walked into, with the board states that you are putting out on average, these are representing like one card a turn unless I'm super winning, and then there are a lot of cards. But I would rather just get it down earlier to make sure that I am like land dropping, to make sure that I am ramping into my big hee hee ha ha spells. Because the big funny spells in this deck are fucking hilarious. Being able to hold up mana for a misleading signpost, being able to darkness crystal, being able to cast stuff like Corrupted Conscience, that's what we want to do. And if we just like, the curve's a little bit clunky with this many 4-drops and 5-drops. And so if we ever miss like 2 land drops in a row, we just hate ourselves. We hate ourselves so much. See, this all does stuff. Garland, I rob you. I can't imposter syndrome yet. I don't want to come back wrong until I have imposter syndrome, so I become the pilot on another good creature. With pain in my heart, I commit my other piece of interaction to a land. I play imposter syndrome. I chuck the things I have stolen at the weakest player, and I try to make copies of them. That's fucking awesome. I love that. I want to do that every time. And I think you have so many things that are a lot of fun at 5 to 6 mana. I think you like your card draw engines at 2 mana more. Like, I think if you go every game, I either know I'm drawing a mana rock or know I am drawing something like Keen Duelist. Every game's good. Every game's great for you forever and ever and ever. Is there Pipe Dream? I mean, sure, it's bracket 2. Oh, right, that was the other thing. I don't think Rise of the Dark Realms is a pipe dream. I think for Mill, you either gotta commit to being the bimbofication demon, or you gotta not do it. Where was that one court? Because it made me... You let me keep Monarchy, right. Letting you keep Monarchy is really funny. Court of Cunning fucking sucks. Straight up, respectfully, I love you. Court of Cunning fucking sucks. This is the worst dream you have in the deck. If you want to mill people to set up the Rise of the Dark Realms, what you are going to do is prolapse them. Say it with me. What are we going to do, chat? We're going to spend 6 mana, and we're going to create a... It rhymes with Prectal Collapse. Shit, I said the wrong word. But I would do something like this. Because you do want to have at least one board wipe. I forgot that card. That's why I'm fucking here, Cobalt. I'm here to love you. I'm here to wrap you up. I'm here to wrap you up with all the prolapsiums of the world. Xenos I believe in, actually. I believe in Xenos. I'm trying to think of what else do we need, because I'm rocking with this. Nani the fuck, man. I'm This is at the top of our curve. This is like we have so few things we need for this. We have Thrawn Dynamo and the expensive spells and no way to feed them. I mulligan in shame. I mulligan shamefully. Hell yeah, it's back. Alright, I play a tap land because I'm a god. Play an untapped land. I don't have my 2-drop ramp or my 2-drop card draw engine, so I pass shamefully. I play my 3 mana value engine staple. Alright, I lose a bunch of life, I draw a card, I make a treasure, whatever. Bam, Garland. Draw a card, make a treasure, whatever. I think I go Thrawn Dynamo. Thrawn Dynamo. And I use its epic power and one of my treasures to quantumly misalign this guy. Or I quantumly misalign whatever I stole. If I stole something really good, I quantumly misalign that. Draw a card, make a treasure. Man, this card clean fucking sucks. God. God, but it'll rage bait people because it's Spider-Man, and that has value. Maybe I like fishing gear, I bounce blockers. Fishing gear, bounce blockers, go crazy. Maybe I take something. I have a 3rd copy of either Garland or best thing on my board. And I think we're good from here. Like, we're gonna draw some extra cards from Black Market Connections. We can Court of Lochthwain. Like, it's turn 7. Whatever happens from here, we're happy with. We have creatures. We got to play our commander. Da-da-da-da-da. Another goddamn fuck-ass mill card. Goddamn shitty-ass, fucky-ass, discarding to hand size looking ass. I run away together just to cast something. I play a tap land. I probably would have milled Insight Engine here because I need a fucking land drop. I get my land drop. Turn 6, Garland's here. Don't everybody laugh at me. I saw in half what I stole. I'm the devil from the Bible. I control magic. Turn 8. I discard the hands. Yeah, we're like, oh, we're so close to greatness. It's like just confused enough that you can get some draws like this, and I think you do have a couple cards that are either too vague or too aspirational that you could turn into the better setup. And then I think you just always have a deck you love. Like every single game is just pure beauty. Trying to think if there's anything else, if there's any other hot blight shit. Draw a card, blight 1. We're not going to have a goblin for Champion of the Weird. That would be perfect, though. That's nothing. I mean, we could Dawnhand Dissident, but it's not phenomenal because Dawnhand Dissident doesn't let us rob. we would just be doing this over and over again to surveil. And Blackthorn is probably too expensive because Blackthorn gets us back into the issue of like we don't need a fucking 5 mana draw engine. Like this is a draft card. We need a thing turn 2 or turn 3 that is going to be like, where are my land drops? I need them. These are all great spells. The only other one I'm going to try to sell you on for the purposes of rage bait is flash photography. Because one, look at how goddamn stupid this guy looks. You can just throw this card at people. They'll lose 10 life from the mental damage alone. Secondly, if the table colludes against you, it is a very good option to steal something that they didn't want to give you. Because you don't have to target something you control. If you target something you control, it is like a good pseudo protection spell because you get a token copy of it. But you can still just copy anything on the fucking board. That's very, very powerful. You can hit a land if you desperately need to hit a land. You can hit your own Thrawn Dynamo if you need 1,000,000 mana for some reason. We can copy any of our courts. We can copy our opponent's commander if they haven't been swinging. It's a very, very good illusion of choice card where all the other ones are like, if the plan is already working, I will copy what has been going on. This one is like, if the plan's working, this is better. If the plan's not working, I can start the engines with it. And is there anything else we're missing? Because I love stealing. I love... Right. Right, Cobalt. It has text. I need you to understand. You are witnessing your new favorite Magic card. I need you to understand that it has text. I know you said Final Fantasy villains. Do any Final Fantasy villains fly with big titties? I'm gonna have to do some MS Paint really quick. But look at them and gaze upon its bountiful text box in which it says, if you hit somebody with combat damage, you get to check their whole library and then play a guessing game with them. What's that one? What's that one fucking kid? Was it Guess Who? There's that one fucking board game that we all played as a child where it was like a battleship set. Yeah, Guess Who. This is Guess Who with massive honkers. Need I say more? Need I say more? Understood. Yeah, this is great. When we get to do the thing, remove a permanent you control from the game, return to play under your control, all cards removed from the game. That's awesome. That's evil and wonderful. I play a swamp and I play that. I play an island and I pass like a stupid baby. I play One Ring at Home. Depending on the board state, I probably want to play Garland right now, but I could Insight Engine. I do this, I Stockholm Syndrome them. I again with the card draw engine we don't actually give a shit about. I pay 2, I draw a card. Do this. I fall from favor, some stupid bitch. Great, draw 2 more. I hold up misleading signs. Like we're so happy. We're so happy. There are so few changes I really think you should make. None of them you need to make because it's bracket 2 and you're having a good time. But I think there are little adjustments that are going to make this hum. But I love what you've made. I enjoy this deeply, Cobalt. Thank you very much for sending it in. I hope you enjoyed, got some useful suggestions, exhaled heavily through your nose. We're going to the manual ad break, and then it's time for Tyre the Prophet. And I'm going to call out one more time for Splenda if you are here. Patrick, yes, this is a 7 drop. It is very bad. It is very bad, and I love it so much. It is one of my favorite cards in all of Magic. It's not bad at all. It's a 7 mana 5/5 that has to swing to do anything. That's pretty, like, here's what I'm talking about, Pending, where you can't lie to yourself. The upside is high. I get to maybe steal the best creature out of your deck, but it is a 7 mana 5/5 that has to connect to do anything. That's a bad card. Be real. That's a bad card. You can do stuff with it to make it less bad. Like as a reanimation target, not the worst. If I get this on turn 2, phenomenal. If Maelstrom Wanderer, I play it with haste, much better. I'm in a Simic deck and I'm making 7 mana accidentally on turn 4, much better. But like, that's a bad card. Queso Blanco, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home, my friend. I appreciate those Jeffrey dollars. Like, I'm playing it very specifically in VV Stompy because VV makes so much mana that I can afford to play bad cards. But at no point do I delude myself into believing, oh wow, what a good card this is. It's a beautiful, glorious, perfect card. And sometimes perfect cards suck. Exactly, Idon. Commander is all about taking the no good yet glorious cards and finding a home for them. But it's been very important to my deck building that I am very firm with myself about what I call a good card, and that I know I'm being factual, because it's very easy to blur the lines and tell yourself like, oh well, if I know I'm playing this with haste and if I know that I can get it out on turn 3, then it's pretty good. Yeah, now I'm cooking with something. And that's how you end up building bracket 2 decks that don't work, in my opinion. What is something fun I can cast with Green Goblin? Do we mean, I presume we mean the flip one, yeah. Kyra Cuto, thank you for the 11 months with Prime. Welcome back to the dog home. Spitty's got me acting in a way such that I had to sub. Daily Shill Hour, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription and you have a Prime sub, that is $3 free you could give me. And I would be very happy if you rained it upon my chesticles. If you don't, I understand. But if you have it and you haven't thought about it, clicky, clicky, clicky. What happens with Sphinx Ambassador if they name the card you searched? Nothing happens. That's why it's fun. You play Guess Who, and if they win, you don't get the card. They just laugh at you. Pending Platypus, thank you for the Prime sub for 1 year. Happy Bezos-versary, my friend. Alright, so we flip this guy. Spells from grave cost 2 less, and if we discard things, we can play it from our graveyard. So what would be a fun thing to cast with this guy? So we want like a big creature. So we want something that's either like medium mana value and we make it hyper efficient, or we want something that is big and expensive and we can make it achievable with Green Goblin. So Green Goblin's on 4. Ideally, you want to have a manaless looter and then play something the next turn. So you want something you can cast for 5 after you land drop, which means you want something that is 7 mana. What is... I'm trying to think. I'm coming up milky. What is the best 7 mana creature in the game? Yeah, Sphinx Ambassador, dog. That's what. Hullbreaker Horror. Fuck you. No. Fuck you. Fading interest. Thank you for the prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. I appreciate your Jeffrey Dollies very much. You both high five that they pulled a 1 in 100 on you. Yeah, like it's you. The mind game you get to play with this card is so fun. I have seen it. I have gotten to resolve it like 5 or 6 times. It has always been a good time, and a surprising number of times people guess right. You get in this weird back and forth of trying to you do a Princess Bride thing where you look at each other and you're like, I want to pick the best creature in your deck, but you know what the best creature in your deck is. So I want to pick the like third best creature in your deck, but you also know that I know that. So you're going to try to guess what I think the third best creature in your deck is. And then you both name like a random 4 mana value creature. And it's so fucking funny. You had unplugged and have been devouring your content since, so I figured a sub was appropriate. I appreciate that very much, Fading. Dog sauce, thank you for the mesmeric orb. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful and glorious. I am gonna go grab another Canada Dry splash of fruit. Then we're gonna come back. And then Tyre the Prophet. One last call for Splenda, who thinks they're going, or Tarnak, who thinks they're going Sunday, but actually bought for today. All right. Will there be any more raffles? Probably not today. I'm gonna keep going with one free raffle per stream. We Oh yeah, we can do customs. We'll do the customs. We may not be able to do a free raffle on Sunday because two things are happening. One, Splenda thinks they're going on Sunday, even though they bought today, and I have no way to let them know that they need to be in the stream right now. Like in time. I could email them and they won't read it. Second, OFI oversold for Sunday, so we have 6 people scheduled for Sunday right now, which is probably too many to get a free roast in on top of it. No, Terrence. The customs we are looking at today are just the point redeems. All right. Point redeems for custom cards. Go do your dishes. A 1 blue instant. As you cast this spell, if your dishes are clean, draw 3 cards. Otherwise, pause the game of Magic and go clean your dishes. After you clean your dishes, draw 3 cards. Incredibly cute. Needs to be banned forever for delay of game, but incredibly cute. Next, from Pyrofox, we have Redone Auntie Ool, a 5-mana Jund card. We can't just add sentences. We can't. Behold, I have fixed Auntie Ool by doubling the word count. Alright, 5-mana Jund. Whenever a creature enters under your control, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less for each creature on the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter on it. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, distribute X -1/-1 counters among creatures that player controls, where X is equal to the highest power of a creature you control that dealt damage to that player. This effect can only occur once per turn per opponent. That is broken in half. That is fucking. That is. No, it's better. No, it's better. That is. I mean, just that first paragraph is fucked up and evil. The fact that you can go, all right, play a creature, like play an elf, hit something else, cost reduce my next creature, keep playing off the top of my deck. Let's ignore for a fact that this is begging to be a Mystic Forge combo deck, because after you get 2 -1/-1 counter, or 2 creatures that have the counters on them, like nearly every relevant artifact creature is free, and you can just play off the top of your deck. And yeah, it's Jund Animar, which I believe they invoked his name. Yeah, this is way too fucking good. This is way too fucking good. Just that first paragraph alone is way too fucking good. God forbid we even get into like. Because the thing about this version of Auntie Ool is she doesn't care about blighting at all. Like the version of Auntie Ool we do have, you wanna get your opponent's creatures to grind them down, but you do want to blight your own stuff to get the cards. This one is just like, oh yeah, what if I just vomited? What if I hit you with the dysentery ray? It's way too good, way too good. Like I spam creatures and I knock your defenders down, and then I swing a big creature at you and I fucking board wipe you. And then yeah, way too strong, Pyro. Lightning Lodell's offering to go today instead of Sunday. Let's see how long custom cards and Tyir the Prophet takes, but perhaps. All right, next from Aegis Athene, we have Debris Salvager, a 4-mana draft uncommon. It's a 3/3. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Perfect. Love it. Beautiful. No notes. Send that shit to your printer. Okay, experimental card. Nox Shadow. A 4-mana Mardu 3/3 with first strike and menace. Whenever they attack, exile another target creature. At the beginning of the next end step, return that card to the battlefield under owner's control. If you controlled it, make a token copy of it, but it's a 2/2 black shadow. It enters tapped and attacking. Enters tapped and attacking does not work at end step. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, so we have to have a typo here. Like it has to come in during a combat rather than during an end step. Britt, which was yours? No, yours was up higher than I thought. You have not missed yours. We'll do yours. We'll do yours after this. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry. It works. So I make the copy when I attack, not when the thing comes back. So I make a 2/2 black shadow that enters tapped and attacking that I don't keep. I like it. I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to decide how flexible it is. Like, I'm trying to think about if I were to build this, how much cool stuff would I do, or would I be limited to it has to be a good, or is it just good ETB spam? Because the problems I'm seeing, um, if it enters tapped and attacking, that means from a deck building constraint, I can't utilize things that have good attack triggers. I can't utilize things that have death triggers because it's getting exiled. I can't utilize things that have combat damage triggers because they are 2/2s without evasion. So I guess I could utilize things that have death triggers because I can give my opponent the choice, okay, kill my 2/2 and I get the death trigger, or let it hit you and I get the damage trigger. Um, but that seems a fair bit worse than I'm just gonna throw ETBs at you. Like it becomes a combustible gear Hulk special. Yeah, I can see. I read the notes and I can see Philia all over it. I think it's good as is. I think it is. I think it is open enough that you can get a little bit freaky. I think whatever interaction people are telling you is like breaking this card is terminally fair. There's presumably some like if you put a Mardu commander, Aurelia the war leader, and combat celebrant in a room together, at some point Kiki Jiki is going to cannonball through the wall and things are going to go infinite. That's fine. You don't have to tweak about that. Cause yeah, you could go like token doubling. Um Ooh, that one thing that like on end step makes a token of a token you made. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think there's enough you can do with this that isn't broken. You could make some fun bracket 2 decks, some fun bracket 3 decks around it. All right, let's go to Brackish Brit. Dieva, Mogul of Zephyrs, a 6 mana bird cleric. They're 3/4 with flying and lifelink. They cost 1 less for each card you own in exile with a cloud counter on it. Whenever Dieva deals combat damage to a player, you may cast a spell from exile that has a cloud counter on it without paying its mana cost. Okay. Uh, good stuff. Let's start with the good. I want to start with the positives. We got the grippers. Excellent start there. Uh, Bad stuff. Hyper parasitic card. Nobody would ever build outside of a block constructed. Other good stuff. Giant woman who could step on me. Um, Bad stuff. bulk mythic rare that I don't think you would ruin a standard format. But this is the type of, as much as we make fun of commanders for being the engine and the payoff, if you don't let Dieva put cloud counters in, this guarantees that this deck can be played as a fully designed precon and nothing else. Because the only time cloud counters are ever going to occur is in your specific set. Like you get the Fallout commander with radiation issue. And the thing is, the Fallout commanders can even like keep playing the game and don't have to be focused around rad counters. Like if you're Mothman, you can do proliferate to shore up, you can do other mill to shore up. But this is very much like, do you have the 15 Azorius cloud counter cards that were printed into this custom set? No? Card's useless. Which is tough for a commander, but it depends on what you want. If you want this to be a set that is just, here are it is draftable and here are precons that I made for the set that you are intended to never adjust, I like it a lot. If you intend for this to be a thing where you're like, I made a draftable set and I would like people to, you know, rule zero it or think about using it, it is Clifford the unprintable motherfucker. But the art's sweet. I think the play pattern is cool, but I think tying it to cloud counters specifically makes it too parasitic. True, Mattis has it. If we gave it eminence, then it would be good. Thank you, Matt on YouTube. You saved us. Okay, no more ado. Tyre the Prophet. They have sent in a spooky deck. Primer. Oh god, I deleted the primer. Resilient creature-based value and recursion engine. Oh no, Terrence, you're about to get put in school. Terra's tax fraud shelter. Hell yeah. We love a magical woman who will literally kill me and dig me back up. Alright, so we have a mill engine and we can pay 2 to bring something back. To bring Tiny Meat Gang back to the battlefield. How to count above 3. God damn it. I thought I had tapped out my meter of how much I wanted to kill Aang. Nope. We had a little more room. Okay, Ardbert's good. Celes is good. Sion is good. I love precons. Dion is good. Yes! Mother is here! Mother is here. Good job. Finally, I am allowed to make it through one combat deck where I do not have to recommend the Drana. They already have it. Good on you. Alright, Lae'zel. Sure, I fucking hate counter doublers, but yeah, it's not unreasonable. Siegfried. Uncivil Unrest. Alright, so a damage doubler. I'm not... I guess entering with haste, that's pretty good, right? Oh no, it's on... Okay. Little pie in the sky, but not too high up there. Sometimes you do want to buy new. What is this? Is this just card draw? Sure. Mask of Memory works pretty well for a commander that gets flying. Yeah, sure. We're in bracket 2. Alright. Tax Fraud Abuela. The second commander for this deck. Yeah, this is unfortunately a great fucking card, and you should definitely be playing it. 33 lands is... A camel is passing through the eye of a needle before you get into heaven, brother, but okay. Burn it all down. Yeah, when I think of burn it all down, I do also think of the world's most dour IRS agent. Soul Immolation has burned it all down, though. I am trying to think of like Soul Immolation for 4. I'm sorry. Listen, hey, I'm doing my best, okay? I'm doing my fucking best. Chill. Chill, you bitch. Just like real life, we keep this hidden inside. You get a gold star for being one of the only decks that I actually trust you to get anger into the graveyard. Do you even want anger though? Wait a minute, hold on. We might have to move you out. This might be a dog shit bad card too. But let me see how much looting we have. Wait, cool collections notice too bad I can't read. Bossing say! There are no words to express the pain of seeing maybe my favorite card I have ever seen a Terra player play with the lamest fucking card ever. Kitty corner to goddamn smothering tithe. Like you are breaking my heart. Like this must be what the parents of drug addicts go through. Like, I love you. I love you. Why do you keep doing this? At least you're not broke. God damn it. Oh my god, Soul Immolation with Walls of Bossing Say is so fucking funny. Holy shit, I love that. Okay, I believe in exactly one interaction in the deck. Primaris Eliminator. Just destroy a creature? Okay, but I can do that over and over. Sure, Voice of Victory. You keep doing your best. Premium Milkshake to bring all my boys to the yard. Love that as a sack outlet. Balustrade Spy, we just saw this guy. Buried Alive is great. Gamble's great. Mesmer Corp is great. The Imp, the Supplier, great, great, great. Send dudes. Anim Pakal is Anim Pakal. Make 1/1s equal to opponents. Whenever they attack creatures you control gain Death Touch. I love that. That's really good. Make a 4/4 on creature spell. I am not as convinced by this one. But it's a 3/6 with double strike, and we can bring it back with Terra. So, like, how bad can it be? And then Knights of Round. Beautiful. I'm liking this. You're a bitch. Never mind. You're a bitch and I hate you. I'm sorry for the mixed signals. You're going to be banned. I hope you have a terrible day. What is Norn doing? We have a lot of ETBs. Listen, this is the wrong moral decision, and it is the completely correct mechanical decision. Because a lot of our interaction is like, hey, why? You watching too much Veggie Wagon. I don't mean to hate on my boy. I don't mean to hate on my boy. I don't mean to hate on any other content creator other than Ben Bateman. You watching too much goddamn Veggie Wagon. You putting the goddamn Hexing Squelcher in your goddamn Bracket 3 reanimated deck. Sure. Sure. Go off. Zonhouse cute. Twilight Diviner's beautiful. Finally free healthcare. I like the Soulstone here, unfortunately. Smash and grab. Okay, so these are our other finisher type moves. Sick. More ramp. Okay, I think regrettably, this deck probably works pretty well. Let's put it to the test. Let's see, I get a slow land, so I can pretend that I'm playing a fair game. I mean, why the fuck am I gambling for anything? I'm like, there's Ripples of Undeath in my hand, and there's big stone booty cheeks in my heart. I gamble for Walls of Ba Sing Se. We're going to roll a d7. 4. God damn it, I discard a land. I play my commander. I mill 2. Okay, God Eternal Oketra's there. On my next turn... Holy fuck, Aurelia can get hit by Terra? Jesus. On my next turn... I need to pay 2 for this. So I think I'm doing Ripples. And then beginning of combat, mill 2, swingy swingy, and if I need to slow somebody down, I take Primaris. If I need to be proactive, I take God Eternal. Both of these are good hits. But I take one of these two. I will go for proactive this time. Mill 3. Oh, fuck yes, we have Carmen. All this deck needs is mothers, dude. Just larger and larger mommies. Oromancer's cope as hell. If they kill Smothering Tithe, you keep it dead, bro. I don't think we want any of you back to hand. So I go land. I curse whatever god will listen to me that I do not have a way to discard Walls of Ba Sing Se or Aurelia. Stitcher's Supplier, mill 3. There goes Squelcher, and there goes my fucking outlet for Walls of Ba Sing Se! Mill 3, I get a 4/4. And then probably Dion 2. I'd rather have Avacyn than Ba Sing Se. You are incorrect, because Avacyn cannot be fetched with Terra's trigger. I can play Walls of Ba Sing Se for 2 mana. Avacyn I have to pay a full price for, and I have 36 lands in this deck. So I don't rip anything from my graveyard. That's probably a mistake. I think maybe the best thing to do here is to get Carmen back instead of getting Dion out. I think we can leave it at all of my options are good, right? From here, everything we can do is pretty good. We have no lands because God hates us. We have lands, we have Mesmeric Orb, we have Living Death. How could this go wrong? That's a bounce land. Mesmeric Orb. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking... Anger actually would have been milled too. Holy shit, God loves you. And we have Living Death. Yeah, deck honks. Okay. Okay. That's hot as shit. I think the one thing I'm going to recommend to you is it will absolutely give me an aneurysm to have any of these very, very good cards stuck in hand. And you are so low on lands, I think it is worth considering dropping some of your lowest performers for Loan Shark card draw. So like Cathartic Reunion, even Faithless Looting, you might think about. The moment you have your commander on board and you have like one good hit in the graveyard, I trust you. I'm going to the ends of the earth with you. I am stealing the Declaration of Independence and blowing up the Walls of Ba Sing Se with you. I think your opening hand is crazy important. And so stuff that we can see in our opening hand that will be like, ah, okay, I have lands for Terra and I have this really good hit, but it's in my hand, not in my graveyard. I'm never going to be able to play it. Having something on turn 1 or turn 2 where we can just like rearrange the Rubik's Cube really fast. Like, you know, when you get stuck in who else had a friend who, when you were trying to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube, they popped the blocks off and just put them into the solved position? That's what you need to be on. See, like that block right there, that's Twilight Diviner. That block right there, that's Faithless Looting. No, people do this. Listen, dads yell, and your friend Shanrith pops the blocks out of Rubik's Cubes to convince you that you're stupid when you're 6 years old. That happens to everybody. That's a universal experience. So like Cathartic Reunion, Thrill of Possibility, and we don't need a million of these. No, I don't mean Megas of the Wheel Solemn. Like, we don't have to go, because some of you are probably thinking like, oh, sorry. Reforge the Wheel. Some of you are probably thinking like Reforge the Soul, and you could do that. You would be wrong, but what you need or what you want is, I have a hand that has lands and spells that I want to reanimate, but not spells that I want to cast. So what we want is like 1 mana, 2 mana pieces that will let us selectively discard things to then reanimate. Yeah, Tom's got the right idea. Like, Inti is great. The only risk with Inti is like, oh fuck, we could, oh fuck, oh god, we could exile the Walls of Ba Sing Se. So Key to the City Believers, for sure. I don't love it because it's also tempting us to be a card draw engine, and it's not going to work as well. But like Key to the City, Thrill of Possibility, because we also don't need an engine that does this. We really just need to like have 1 discard outlet. So how do you get back something like Soul Immolation if you mill it? There is a very, very shitty card that they put in precons. I am divining its name. Yeah, this guy. This may or may not be in the deck. It is, hell yeah, definitely getting played on their land side. Yeah, we can reanimate Pinnacle Monk. Job done. That's how we get it back. So having Thrill of Possibility. Now, to be clear, Tier, if you're a gambling man, Inti is the greatest card this deck will ever know. If you watched Toji Fushiguro in JJK and you went, that's my papa, this is the greatest card your deck will ever know. For sure. Hands down. But there will be games where you exile Wall of Ba Sing Se and you cry. So I think you want Otag Loot, mana value 2, Commander Mardu. Okay, just all right, listen to me. Hell yeah, kinda. Yeah, the random is definitely shooting this one in the foot, but my god. 3 at random. Hold on. Is card selection a tag? No. What's the tag for Thrill of Possibility? Oh, thank you, baby. I take this pile. That is hand neutral. Oh, rummage too. I think we can go hand neutral. So Thrill, Demand Answers, Cathartic Reunion. Okay, I will take this moment to get on get on my little soapbox because everybody thinks of this as like a Thoracle combo card, and if you want to play in bracket 3, this is a low-key appropriate tutor for anything. You just exile, like it's not connected to Terra at all. Just if like any Mardu players out there need another tutor, start running Tainted fucking Pact because you can just exile off the top until you like the thing. If you have a lot of basics, it's really bad. But if you have a low number of basics, you can just exile off the top until you like it. Yeah, Bitter Reunion. There's a million of these, so I don't think you should run. I don't think you should run every single one of them, but I do think you should run. You should replace your lowest performers in the deck with these 2-mana hand neutral effects that let you discard stuff. Because it's so funny that if you gamble away the thing you tutored, it's normally very good. But if you don't, we're sad, right? Because you're never making 8 mana in this deck. Insolent Neonate. You know, that's pretty cute too. And then this is also recurable by Terra if you want to reuse it. So I could see you doing creature-based ones over non-creature-based ones. Masked Meower. Great. There's also another that's like Charming something. Potato Monkey Games. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the Doghouse. This one too. Because this is ramp or you get to loot. And is again in the 2-mana spot. So a couple of those options. Potato Monkey, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the dog home. I appreciate that. And there's a lot of things that can do that, but I would recommend shoring up your deck with those because I fuck with this heavy. Never mind, you're a bitch rat, and I'm glad I put you in this section. Hold on. You can't even see. I'm glad I put you in this section of the PowerPoint. You child. You have betrayed me for the last time. But anyway, I really like what you have going on here. I don't think this is a problem that will come up very many times, but I think the biggest problem you can have is I have gotten something cool in my hand and it's going to take too long to cast it. God, I love tap lands. I also low-key think you could cut Soul Ring. Your commander is all pips. You have a number of 2-mana setup pieces that all have at least 1 pip in them. Like I don't think your curve gets hurt that much, but I understand why you want Soul Ring. This shit is hot. Very good job. I hate that we all built good decks today. So Tahir, thank you so much for submitting. This is awesome. This is really good, and I think you have a couple of those. You have something for the oh shit, it's stuck in my hand. I don't have anything to do about that. And then you have a beautiful time. So thank you for the submission. We're going to go to the manual ad break, and then it is time for a sponsored league stream with my girlfriend Z-Main character, Brainstorm Brews. How can we get on the stream? There are 3 ways. We raffle a free roast now, every roast stream. Next time that's happening is Sunday. We are having a free to enter, everybody can get in roast stream, Saturday the 21st. Or you can pay $500 to get on a roast stream whenever you want. Or we sell commissions every Sunday on Ko-Fi. Noon PST is when they restock. Yes, Lightning Lodell. I think we're gonna have you go Sunday, and I will just figure out the scheduling then. But thank you for your flexibility. Yeah, we can get the thread early too. All right, so YouTube. The stream is going to go down and then back up so that these VODs have different titles so that people who want to watch the MTG stuff can watch MTG and people who want to watch the League stuff can watch League. Your custom still needs to be done? Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Thank you for the reminder.